Hey YouTube, I'm Wilbert, and I want to make sure that you, my friends, know how to get started with credit cards. But first, what is a credit card and why should you get one? A credit card is a small plastic card issued by a bank or business that allows the person using it to buy goods on a credit. In my opinion, everyone should have a credit card as it helps us build credit, as well as helps us qualifies us for lower interest rates when we want to get a loan on a car or even get a mortgage. The credit cards I'll be talking about today are great if you're just starting out, you don't have a lot of credit history, or if you're just someone that doesn't want to worry about annual fees but still want to get some really good benefits from your cards. This card is for someone that doesn't have any credit cards at all, maybe just turned 18, or you're trying to rebuild your credit history. Anyway, let's get started with a Discover It secured credit card. But wait, what is a secured card? Great question, you two. A secured card just means that you have to put down a security deposit, and in return, Discover gives you back a credit line equal to that security deposit. So for example, you apply for a credit card and you get approved. You put $200 on a refundable security deposit, and Discover gives you back a credit line that you can use when you want to go grocery shopping, online shopping, restaurants, and well, anywhere that takes Discover. This is the card I recommend the most when people are just starting out, especially if you're a college student because there's also a college edition for this card, or if you're someone that wants to rebuild their credit score. In addition, this card gives cashback rewards such as 2% back on restaurant, 2% back on gas stations, and then 1% back on everything else. In addition, there's also an unlimited cashback match. So, what does that look like? So if you receive $200 in cashback rewards in your first year, you'll receive another $200 at your 1-year mark, which is the cashback match. Some other benefits for this card is that you can also check if you're pre-approved for this credit card easily without the check harming your credit. You can easily check your FICO score in your account portal. You can freeze your account if you misplace your account via app or website to prevent purchases, cash advances, and balance transfers. You're never responsible for any unauthorized purchases on this card, and also there's tap to pay. And lastly, to get your deposit back, you need to make sure that you pay in month for at least 6 to 7 months. And after those 6 to 7 months, Discover will actually review your account afterwards and see if you're actually eligible to upgrade your card. And this card is actually my favorite card, which is the Discover It Cashback credit card. This is one of my favorite credit cards because 1, there's no annual fee, 2, it was really easy to get, and 3, one of the most important parts is that there's a 5% cashback on quarterly categories. So what does this look like? It means that during different quarters of the year, you may actually receive 5% cashback on like certain categories. So for example, if we look into January to March for just quarter 1, you'll be receiving 5% cashback rewards on grocery stores, drugstores, and also select streaming services. In the past, there was also cashback rewards on gas stations, Amazon, restaurant, PayPal, gym membership, and more. To make sure that you actually get these awards, when you have your credit card, go on your account portal and make sure you press the little activate now to make sure that you're actually receiving these awards. In addition to the cashback quarterly categories, there's also 1% back on everything else, and also just like the secured credit card, there's also a cashback match. Quick reminder for everyone watching this video right now, make sure you're responsible with your purchases. Never pay for something you can't afford if you do not have a credit card. Very important. It's from my personal experience. Anyway, the third card and my all-time favorite card, the Chase Freedom Flex card. This is one of my favorite cards and one of the cards that I always recommend to my friends because I still use it. The Freedom Flex card is actually really similar to the Discover Cashback Rewards card in terms of its quarterly categories and how it can earn 5% cash back. However, with the Freedom Flex, you actually enjoy more bonuses. What are the bonuses? I got you. It's 5% back on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Reward System, 3% year-round on dining at restaurants, takeout, and eligible delivery services, for example, DoorDash. 3% back on drugstore purchases, so for example, from CVS, cell phone protection, auto rental collision damage waivers, travel and emergency services, 3 months of Dash Pass, whoa, 5% back on Lyft rides, MasterCard World Elite, 0% interest for your first year, and lastly, a $200 bonus after you spend $500 on the Chase Freedom Flex, as well as 5% back on grocery stores on up to $12,000. And if you do the math, that's about $600 in your first year. It's pretty good, right? Because it is. And similar to the Discover card, you also have to log into your Chase account to make sure you activate these quarterly bonuses. But wait, what if you don't like logging into your account all the time to activate these quarterly bonuses? In addition to this Chase card, there's another Chase card that I want to recommend on this list, and that card is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Think of this card as a Chase Freedom Flex sibling. Most of the benefits on this card is typically the same except the quarterly categories. Instead of the quarterly bonuses, you'll be receiving a flat 1.5% back on all the purchases that you make. In addition, you'll still receive 5% back on travel from the Chase Rewards portal, you'll still receive 3% back on dining, and also you'll still receive 3% back on drugstores. Lastly, the $200 bonus along with the 5% back on grocery stores that you get from the Chase Freedom Flex is also offered from the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Woo! Quick note about the Chase cards, but they are not cashback cards. They are point-based. This means that people use their points to get discounts on travel, gift cards, or any of the retail stores that they have in the reward system. If you are looking for a credit card that's more focused on cashback, the next credit card I have may be a better fit for you. And this card is a Citi Double Cash credit card. I have heard a lot of good reviews from the Citi Double Cash card, and it's definitely for the people who want to have a simple credit card along with a great cashback. What's great about this card is that there's no limit. You may need a little bit of credit history, so it'll be a great second or third card, and then you're good. In terms of what it can offer, 2% cashback on every purchase that you make. Simple, easy, and it's year-round. Those are the top 5 best beginner credit cards if you're just starting out. But I do have one more credit card as a bonus for you guys. And that card is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. I want to know that this is not a regular card compared to the Discover card, the Citi card, or even the Chase cards. This is mainly because this is a charge card. When you have a charge card, this means that you need to make sure that you pay in full every single month. If you don't, then you get surprised with a higher fee than you would normally expect. One reason that you might want to get this charge card is if you're looking to increase your credit score a lot faster. This card is good if you're looking for a third or fourth credit card, as well as someone that's looking to grow their credit score, as it really motivates you to pay off your credit card bills every single month. Some of the benefits for this card is 3% back on the supermarket, 3% back on US online retail purchases, 3% back on US gas stations, and then 1% back on everything else. They also have a bonus of $250 of cash back if you spend $6,000 within the first 6 months. The reason why I'm recommending this card is that although it's not the most beginner-friendly card, this card, however, gives me the best customer service compared to any of the cards I've experienced so far. In average, I typically get a customer support rep within the first 3 minutes to handle any of the questions or concerns that I may have. So if you're someone that values not just good customer service, but excellent customer service, getting an American Express card might be something to think about later in the future. Now, this part of the video is the final verdict. And this is where I'll be explaining the process, order, and which cards to get depending on who you are. So if you're a college student, just getting started with credit cards, or you have a poor credit history, go with the Discover cards first. They are the easiest to get. Make sure to also double check on the Discover It Cashback College Edition card. If Discover does deny you, don't worry, just apply for the secured card instead. Once you do have some credit history, so for example about 6 months, apply for the Chase cards or the Citi Double Cash card. To choose between the two. If you're someone that wants to make use of the travel reward system, then go for the Chase card. If you're someone that doesn't really care about the travel aspect and just want simplicity and cashback, go with the Citi card. Or if you just want all of them, up to you. And lastly, I got the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card after I got my Chase cards because it required just a little bit more history. Although it requires a little bit more history, the American Express cards, rewards, and benefits, along with the amazing customer support, has been really beneficial for me. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're someone that really values excellent customer support, you can't go wrong with American Express. Alright everyone, that's all I have for today. Thank you again for watching, and if you have any more questions about my recommendations, feel free to leave a comment below. And lastly, remember to like and subscribe if this helped you, and if you think this can bring value to anyone else. Thanks and see you later.